Hello, this is Dee with Divine Owl, and this is a prediction reading. I did this reading earlier, and it was 1:11, hour and 11 minutes long, and it is Mercury in its stationary time right before it goes retrograde, and lost most of the video. Everything happens for a reason. I think it's partially my team trying to get me to speed this up a little bit, so we will. Anyway, I want to show you the astrology of what's happening. The Sun and Mars down here in Libra. And let me click back 1 minute. I want you to see something. The timekeeper, Saturn, goes from 7 degrees to 6 degrees retrograde in Aquarius. So the timekeeper is moved. Mercury has just gone retrograde. This is for September 28th, 29th. It'll be the 29th in part of the world and the 28th still, like in the US and stuff like that, but at night. It'll be the 29th when this happens. UT time. Wee morning hours, 1:36 UT. Okay? So, what we've got here is the timekeeper's just moved. We got the messenger, just turned retrograde at this point. Same day. We have, this interesting kite energy happening between Saturn, Black Moon Lilith, the Wounded Warrior, and Mars and the Sun over here in Libra. Notice all the planets that were in retrograde were over here in the winter, spring, right? And then now we have a retrograde over here in the fall of Libra. The fall of justice. I just heard that. Okay. Keep in mind you've got a direct line going between Saturn and Black Moon Lilith, and a direct line between the Wounded Warrior and the Sun and Mars. That means something, and you'll see why when the cards come out. The Sabian Mysteries picture was the sun will be at 6 degrees that day. And the Sabian Mysteries picture shows, it feels like an arc. And because this feels like a boat sitting here, and you know how the biblical arc, the top of the arc looks like a building, kind of. And that's the way this feels. So a vessel of some sort on the water, and a dark black bird coming in. And this is the result of the bird coming in. See its claws? This feels very claws, like the claws of that bird. So like the bird ends up crashing See, it feels like this is a bird, and it's with the talons sticking up, and it's like on its back. And I fire, and people inside. See, there's people in here. Almost looks like missiles and stuff. Shooting up, might have shot this bird down. And you'll see when I first saw this, I was like, what is this telling me? And I talked about that, that it felt like a boat. Anyway, we'll switch to the reading itself so that you can see what the cards were. You're not going to get to see them come out, unfortunately, because that's lost. And this reading is freaking bizarre. So this is a prediction reading. I was going to post this as a micro and macrocosm, but they don't want that. They want me to give the prediction. So that's what we're going to do here. We're not even going to talk about the microcosm at all. Everything that's going on right now has to do with destiny and karma, things being revisited from the past. You look at this card, it says earthly power, and that's what this is about. Earthly power and control. Anyway, the cards we got at first was the dynasty being captured in the overall energy. So something that's going to capture our attention and being victorious. Queen of Swords, cutting out what no longer serves us. Then we had this Seeker. This is one of the Fool cards in this deck, and it's Spirit in Search of Science. So they were really wanting me to look at the scientific end of the reading for some reason. And then we have the King of Earth, which is a queen. Okay? Keep in mind we have Queen of Earth down here. Angel who illuminates the shadow. So, a queen with something in that is made of fire in the middle. Cathedral of the Damned. This reminded me of the Vril attachments. Then we have the Archangel of Glory. It's about fire. King of Scepters, right? And then we got the Magician card. We got the Temperance card a couple of times, and the Alchemy of Mixing the Cups. And we have Mercury that's going to be going retrograde that day. Here's the sign of Mercury. Water, sulfur, and salt. So salt water. I feel like salt water. Sulfur and mercury. So an alchemy going on. That's what's in this fire. Something that is going to cause a great deal of damage to the planet or to the heart of the matter. And there's a commander of a vessel. This is a vessel. A ship, precisely. Because when I first started doing this, I was like, what? And this is where all hell rains down on a ship. And this is the underhanded crapola that's going to cause shock waves. They've used this to indicate an explosion in the past and the shock waves that causes. They use this card to indicate that it's coming down into the vessel. Something's being dropped into the vessel, and I'll show you that again. They showed me that more than once. This reminds me of the Sabian Mysteries picture of the center of the boat looking like a house, and the top of it's on fire. And here we have the Queen of Cups again, somebody that's conjured something up in the night. So this is going to happen at night. The Destroyer, the Dance of Kali. So this happens at night. Off some islands. Let me show you that again. Yeah. Stuck like Chuck, all right. Islands just off the shore here. So this is going to happen off of some islands. You see islands back here behind this on the Dance of Kali. And it will happen at night. See the ships on this card? It's going to happen at night. Then I took cards because they told me they wanted this deck before I even started the reading. I went ahead and started out with this. It's crazy. We got the Sun card, the Ace of Cups. We got the Hierophant, the Temperance, the Lover's card, the Emperor, Queen of Cups, and Strength card. And then what they were showing me was the Sun, okay, fire energy. And notice the symbol here. This is the bird from the Sabian Mysteries picture coming in to drop something in a vessel. This was, see how it's pointing up at the bird? So a bird meaning like a plane. Directed by the Pope. And the Temperance, this is the alchemy of mixing Mercury and sulfur. So this tells me fire, right? The mixing of the cups. Whatever this is that gets dropped, it explodes just above in the air. It doesn't actually, it explodes in the air and then this is about choices for control and conjuring up something from the past. And I'll show you more on that in a minute. And something of great strength. And then you see the bottom of the deck was earthly power, hanging on to earthly power, or they're trying to, is the reason why this is happening. Clock tower in the bottom. The Empress card. Birthing missed opportunities. This is means it's big. What happens is big. 10 of Cups. This is a big vessel. Okay? A big vessel. A large vessel. And that's coming down. See, you have the shark from that video I did the other day. What was that called? Black Edge. Black Edge. They will have cake. Let them eat cake. Ooh, let them eat cake. I just heard when I pulled that card out. Feeding them crumbs. Yeah, there's the Wheel of Fortune. It's destined to happen. Okay. All right. So I didn't look at those the first time I did the reading. And now I've got clarifiers. When I got this card, I held it up and I heard Trojan horse. Well, what's interesting is there's a horse. See, this is 6 of wands, 6 of scepters, same card. This one has a fake horse. See the horse here and the horse here? This clarified this card. And I heard the words Trojan horse. Then the King of Cups, to me, this is indicating this is a very big ship. It's a good-sized ship. This vessel is a big one, king, okay? Then I got the Hierophant. This is the Pope energy. So directed by and pointing up at the plane. And then to clarify, the Hierophant was this temperance card yet again, and this alchemy. So, and if you see the bird, it looks like it's getting ready to drop something, okay, into the cup, which causes the cup to do this. And the alchemy of that happening, it's like this bird takes off and goes above the ship. And it's got the alchemy of the cups mixed, and then it drops the alchemy. This explodes just above the vessel, just above the water. This is about control. First of all, when I asked what the Lovers was about, they said Queen of Pentacles, that's Queen of Earth. So this is about the Pope and the Queen of Earth, which we all know who she is, the current one. And conjuring up. See how the Queen's like, she's doing this. She's calling up the vessel, right? And great strength, the Strength card. Wow. Then I clarified the Emperor card, the control, to start a war, basically. And then I clarified this Queen of Cups, conjuring, and this is secrets, okay? The moon energy can be about secrets, and you see the 2 pillars energy. And then I got to looking, well, first we'll show you these. Then I turned this deck over, and I got this 8 of Cups, but to me it looked like the wheel, because in the beginning of the video I was talking about the wheel in the sky, the song Journey, right? Wheel in the sky keeps on turning. And then you have the square root of infinity up here. And it feels like that could be nautical, like for a ship or a plane, and trajectories and stuff up here. And let me get the card up close here for you guys. Let's see if it'll focus on it. If I can get it to, just bang the camera. He's still camera. If I can get enough of it up here, it might focus on it. Possibly. Sorry about the noise in the background. They're working on stuff outside. Anyway, I wish that would focus. Anyway, there you go. It's a little better. There we go. See, look at that. See what I mean? Like the plotting course, like a ship does. The instruments, right? Also reminds me of the wheel in the sky, like the astrology, right? Like destiny. And then the card that was right below that was this one, the 6 of Cups. And So to me, that indicates, see these two smokestacks, that's the Twin Towers. So this is going to be another event uh, like that, where it causes a whole lot of chaos. The other thing that I saw on this is was there something else? I think I already covered this. Yeah, the shock wave dunking into the vessel, causing that fire, happening at night. See, we got the Queen of Cups conjuring again at night, the Dance of Kali. And it feels like this is happening near some islands. And the message coming in. About a Queen of Earth, strength, the erudite, hermit, politic. There's the Holy See. I accidentally, when I picked these cards up to see what was in here earlier, when I picked them up, who was left sitting there? None other than the Hierophant. And he's here, and he was right above here. See that pointing up? They're pointing up at the bird. Okay? It's so funny because I got the Hierophant 3 times. So this is dealing. See, there he is again. Somebody got their orders. Huh. Somebody got the orders. Anyway, it was weird how I picked it up and it split and it was right there on that Hierophant again and the hand going up, right? This pointing up. Anyway, so the prediction is that whole deal that I did on that funeral video about the you-know-who. This is orchestrated between them and the Pope. It's about control and starting a war. And hiding the truth. Hiding the truth. Wow. Anyway, so the 28th, 29th, it'll be the 29th over in Europe. It'll be the very beginning or over in the, wow. Anyway, this is going to happen. I don't know if they're indicating nighttime for the U.S. and the wee morning hours UT time. So nighttime hours for the U.S. and we, so evening, and the wee hours of the morning of the 29th for UT time. So it'll be fairly yeah. So there you go. I had kind of set all that aside, deciphering that video about the death of Queen Elizabeth II and what it really meant. And evidently this is when it's supposed to happen. So there's your prediction. Minus a whole bunch of other stuff that I did and the time it took to get to what they were telling me. But it's about that ship and starting a war. And keep in mind, let me switch this back over. Give me just a moment. The Sun and Mars, the god of war, is in Lady Justice, and Mercury, the messenger. Yeah, you can't make that up. It's all about, yeah, it's like destined to happen. That's what I got feeling with this card. Not only that, but it helped point out that it was ships, that it's about ships. It was interesting because which card is it that shows the ships? Causes a shock wave. Yeah, see the little ships at night. Nocturne, the destroyer, right there. Anyway, this is all about alchemy, spirit in search of science. So that was them telling me, look at the scientific side of this and what would happen if this and this were mixed. And this is what we have. So anyway, there you go. And a much shorter video, which that part's good. But yeah, anyway, I want to thank everybody that supports the channel and those of you that I've been doing readings for. Much appreciated. Love doing that for you. Wow. More predictions, I guess. Coming from my team and me. So, yeah, there you go. I'm sorry about the noise in the background. It is what it is, you know. Life happens, and I got the window open so it stays nice and cool fall air that we have right now. It's absolutely lovely. Anyway, remember, it's the holodeck. Try to keep that in mind through all this stuff. Just do your best. Anyway, take care, everyone. That's your next prediction, I guess.